Hey guys, just wanted to make a video. Um, I had I had just moved. As you can see, my background is different. I'm not in the same place that I was when I was making the previous videos. But so here's the situation. I had to move from the place that I was living at to move to here. I can't get into the entire specifics of what happened. But let me just say this. I wanted to upload a video on Saturday. I tried 3 attempts to try to upload a video on there. But because my cable, internet, and phone wasn't transferred to this location yet, like I originally thought it was, but it wasn't. So the next opening they had to come out and get everything all hooked up was today. Now, my aunt lives just right across the street from me, and so she allowed me to use her internet access for those, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and partially today. Because I had to wait for the cable guy to come, and today was the only day that was available to do that. When I tried to upload, because of the connection being so poor, it would have took forever to load up. And she does not have unlimited internet. So that would have been eating up a lot of her data. So we got, that out of the way. So I had to deal with that. Sunday, I was trying to watch the Ravens game online. But because of the low internet connection that I had, it just kept buffering. And then, next thing I know, Sunday night, my computer crashed. I lost everything. I tried to save it by doing a different type of factory reset, but every time I tried to do that, it would freeze. So in the end, I ended up losing everything. My pictures, my notepads, specific files, my Minecraft game. I don't know if there's a way I could recover that without rebuying the game all over again. So that's where I stand with that. So today, Spectrum, that's the name of the cable company that I'm using, came out, and they came out, it was supposed to be here between like 5 and 6 p.m. Eastern time. And so they came like around 4. And this guy thought that he could do everything with them. The owner of this house gave me permission to have a second jack put in this house. And I was trying, and I sold, I had to make a selling point to her. I said, look, I know you want to try to keep this house in its original condition that you had it for all these years, and understand that I'm not here to try to ruin that, deface the property, whatnot. But the point that I sold to her was, I said, think in the future, when you have a future tenant that would move in here, they might want to have 2 TVs. Because the only cable jack that we have in this house, well, had, but not have, but had, was the one in the living room, which is the next room to my right. So, she gave the okay, said, yeah, you can have a second jack, which I'm looking right at it. But because I only have 1 TV, the TV's in the living room, for the time being. Till I could figure out how to rearrange, this room to where I can have the TV. But I like this setting for when I use my computer. It's just comfy. And the one best thing is, in my previous videos, you could hear behind me the air conditioner or the central air was kicking on. You won't hear that here. This house is well insulated, so it will not get cool in this house. in the wintertime especially. But I'm still going to have to deal with a few, cold days. But that's everybody during the wintertime, so. Sunday my computer crashed. I had lost everything. And I did remember my password that I had for YouTube. That was the only password that I was able to preserve. Everything else, I had to reset everything. I had to make a temporary Facebook account because my email account is tied to my major Facebook account. But because I had an old cell phone number as a recovery option if I were to ever lose my password, which I no longer have that password anymore, or phone number, and there was a number that I had when I was living in Maryland. So this is a number that I have not had in over 2 years. Because as I said in a previous video that AOL blocked me from accessing my email because they told me I needed to change my password because there was suspicious activity that was going on. So I changed the password, and then when my computer crashed, I couldn't remember what that password was. And that was one of the biggest frustrations I had, because when you do a factory reset, there's passwords and everything, they're gone. Everything is gone. Now, I know there's possible ways where I can recover certain files, like important pictures that mean so much to me, that I had to lose because I had to reset this computer back to its battery settings in order just to get it to work. So I paid, in a sense, a big, hefty price for having to do that. But it was either that or buy a new computer, which would take more money out of my pocket and be left with nothing with debt. But since I've got this laptop reset the battery settings, it's been working a lot better. What was the problem was, during the startup, a startup file got corrupted somehow. And I didn't have any viruses on my computer. So that was a head scratcher for me, so but at the time, since I didn't have my own internet access from my cable company, I had to borrow off my aunt's. And since I'm like, I don't know, 40, 50 yards, the internet connection to her modem is weakened. And you only got one bar. So it would have made it hard for me to upload videos, watch certain videos on YouTube. As you know, it seems like the theme of my video searches these days is either sovereign citizens, kid behind the camera, and caught in Providence. Those are the main channels that I watch on a daily basis whenever a new video is uploaded. I was happy to see Degeneration Nation updated a video a few days ago. That was a very, very good one that he did. Van Balian, however you, he's good too. And then there's some certain police videos that I would watch, particularly real world police videos. And I think most of their videos is from out of Pullman, Washington. I think it's close to Spokane. I know that's where the Washington State Cougars play. Whether it's football, basketball, baseball, there. So those videos are what has my interest the most. Occasionally, I will watch a video that's something totally off-topic, mainly sports-related. Like I was happy that my Ravens won on Sunday, beating the Steelers. When it comes to the Steelers, to me, those are the most important games as a Ravens fan. Those are the definitely the most must to win games. You know, I can't stand the Steelers. I have to be honest. I cannot stand them. So, I did tolerate them at one time, but until Super Bowl 40, when they cheated their way to win a Super Bowl against the Seahawks, and even the NFL admitted that the refs screwed up. So, to me, as far as that goes, that's an asterisk that they get right next to that W, you know, because they had help. My Ravens, on the other hand, didn't have to worry about such major controversy. I would say that some of their calls that they got against the 49ers back in Super Bowl 47 were questionable. I'll admit that. Yeah, that was, but the end result was we got the W. The Ravens, Jets, Buccaneers. Well, the Seattle Seahawks would have been on there, but if it wasn't that Super Bowl 40, but that's another story for another day. So anyway, here I am. I'm back online, back my own internet access, ones that actually works where I have full internet speed now. I don't have the, it's got, I think 4 bars. I think that's the max. But I only have one, and it was kind of hard to watch certain videos. So, but that's been what's happened to me, why I haven't uploaded. I mean, I have watched some videos, I have commented on some videos, but it's just not fun when you can only watch so much before it buffers, and then, But here I am, I'm back, new location, but that's what's happened to me. My computer just basically crashed. Now I know there's a way I could try to recover those deleted files. But that's going to take some work. That's going to cost some money. So I did get to watch, through streaming, to try to watch some of the Ravens and Steelers game, and it buffered when Justin Tucker was about to kick the field goal, and then the next thing I'd see, like maybe 3 or 4 minutes later, it goes back to the game, and I could see Lamar Jackson, put his arms like that, and that's how I knew they won, and I was like, alright. I had no TV, which meant I missed the NASCAR race, but seeing by the results of what I've seen, it was probably a good thing, because Chase Elliott had a early engine problem. I think William Byron finished 13th. I don't know where Jimmy Johnson and Alex Bowman finished, but I'm pulling for all 400 drivers, even though only 3 made the playoffs. So, this Sunday, different result. I'm going to be able to watch the race. Who are the? Is it Talladega this week, isn't it? Well, you know, the last winner of that one was Chase Elliott, and Alex Bowman finished second. That race ended under caution. At that time for that race, I was living across the street, living with my aunt at the time, before I had moved to an apartment. The ending of that fairy tale was disaster. Like I said, I can't get into details about that right now because I have a legal court case coming up here in a couple weeks. And so I don't want to say anything that would jeopardize my position in the court case as far as trying to get a certain result to go my way. Don't worry, it's not a guilty, not guilty kind of thing. It's, on a criminal level. But it's more of a, it's basically right now it's an arraignment, I guess. But it said in that letter that they were going to go forward with it, whether I'm there or not, as if I am there. So I want to make sure I go there. I have not been required to go to court since 2012, I think, when I had a legal case going against my dad for making death threats toward me. So, but he's kind of moved on from that behavior, even though he's still living his life with the drugs, alcohol, booze, and whatnot. But that's his choice, he can live his life. We're not close like we used to. We used to have a close relationship, but he decided that the booze and the drugs was more important than maintaining healthy family relationships. So, but I just want to let you guys know what's been going on with me, why I haven't posted. I said that I was going to have a new background. I'm currently sitting on my bed. Normally I'd be sitting on my folding chair, but the way this room is designed, I can't do that because the table that I use is big, and it wouldn't leave a whole lot of walking room. So that's pretty much what's been going on with me these last few days. So I'm happy to get what I can get back, Missed Monday Night Raw. I couldn't even watch the pay-per-view Sunday evening. I did get to see 3 matches. But something really odd that the WWE no longer recognized my email and password. And I just thought, oh no, I just made a video recently about wondering if my password or my email account got hacked because I had to change my password. Well, that was what it seemed like with the WWE Network. Here I was trying to watch the Daniel Bryan, Roman Reigns versus Eric Rowan and Luke Harper match. I know Roman and Daniel won, which is the result I was hoping for. Have you ever noticed that Rowan can't win against Roman or Daniel without Luke Harper's help? So go figure. Alright, I'm going to end the video on that note, guys. So I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. And I will see you in the next video. Peace.